You know, for months now, everyone has been asking, when will things just get back to normal? When can we stop worrying about coronavirus and return to our regular lives? You know, like staying home, watching Netflix for 12 hours because we want to, not because we have to. Well, President Trump hasn't been great at doing the things that could help make that happen. You know, like expanding testing, containing infections, or reading beyond a 5th grade level. But there is one part of getting back to normal that Trump is definitely an expert in. And that's conspiracy theories. Do you guys remember when the news cycle was always about some far out conspiracy theory that Trump had dreamed up about his enemies? Crooked Hillary. You missed that, right? It was exciting, it was fun, and other than democracy itself, no one got hurt. Well, good news. Those happy days are here again with a brand new conspiracy that Trump and Fox News are calling Obamagate.
And again, buckle up. Wow, huge, massive developments in the biggest abuse of power, corruption scandal in American history.
My God, this is extraordinary.
We will continue to peel back the onion on this incredible story. Yes, the biggest political scandal of our time.
It looks like the Obamagate scandal is about to get a lot bigger.
The release this week of long-hidden transcripts fully exposed the left's attempt at a coup d'etat, albeit bloodless, but a coup nonetheless.
What did Barack Hussein Obama know, and when did he know it?
Oh, snap! Barack Hussein Obama? That's how you know you're in trouble, when Fox is calling you by your full government name. Barack Hussein Jihad Nairobi, Kenya Obama. Get your butt down here right now. Now, as you can tell, Fox News hasn't been this excited since the last time Colin Kaepernick bent down to tie his shoes. But here's the basic idea of what this is about. They're claiming that when Obama was president, he illegally used the power of the Justice Department to spy on his political enemy, Donald Trump. And if you're thinking, wait, didn't we already do this like a year ago and they called it Spygate? Yeah, we did. But if we can have 5 Spider-Mans and 30 Batmans, then there's no reason that Trump can't bring back his favorite conspiracies too, okay? Stop judging. It's called a reboot. But basically, after the 2016 election, the intelligence community discovered that Michael Flynn, former Trump national security advisor and guy most likely to punch up a Little League umpire, was having secret conversations with foreign powers. And now you might be wondering why those shady conversations were happening in the first place, but that's not important. Keep up. The important part is that they investigated it. And that's what has everyone in Trump world so excited right now, because there's new documents that shed light on what happened during that investigation.
Newly declassified documents identifying more than a dozen Obama administration officials involved in the unmasking of Michael Flynn.
Unmasking is when a senior government official requests to know the identity of a U.S. citizen in an intelligence report. It's something that happens thousands of times a year.
These documents don't show any political motivations. It doesn't show us that anybody who shouldn't have had access to this information was getting access to it.
Ooh, did you catch that? Basically, what the Obama administration did was a standard government procedure that happens thousands of times a year. This is the equivalent of freaking out whenever a TV show goes to commercial. No! Where did you go, Alex Trebek? Where did he go? What did you do to him, progressive insurance lady? What did you do? But that isn't stopping Donald Trump from proposing his favorite solution to any problem. Lock them up.
We have breaking news today. The names of the people who unmasked General Flynn have been publicized. Joe Biden, John Brennan, Jim Comey. Your reaction?
This was all Obama. This was all Biden. These people were corrupt. It was the greatest political crime in the history of our country. If I were a Democrat instead of a Republican, I think everybody would have been in jail a long time ago, and I'm talking with 50-year sentences. It is a disgrace what's happened. This is the greatest political scam, hoax in the history of our country. And people should be going to jail for this stuff, and hopefully a lot of people are going to have to pay.
Yes, Obama and Biden have to pay, or at the very least, they should pull a Trump and pretend they're gonna pay and then never come up with the money. And you know, you gotta admit, Trump loves sending people to jail. I bet that jail in Monopoly was Donald Trump's idea. Mr. Trump, You're a property guy, so we were hoping you could give us some insight into this new board game that we're creating for kids.
Jail. You gotta add a jail.
No, it's a property game. We just want them to learn about buying property and selling property.
Trust me. Jail. Where else will the winners send all the losers?
Now, to be fair, Trump's people are saying that even if masking is usually not a big deal, it might be a big deal this time if the Obama administration leaked classified information to the press. They also say that Flynn didn't do anything wrong, but James Comey and the FBI wanted to use him to get to Trump. And you know what? The full conspiracy theory is actually pretty complicated. I mean, it's too much for my little brain. But luckily, our very own Desi Lydic volunteered to watch Fox News nonstop so that she could help break this Obamagate scandal down.
Obamagate. It's the big news scandal on the right. But what actually is the scandal? Well, I've been binge watching Fox News for 48 hours straight, and I'm ready to Fox-plain Obamagate. Okay, it starts with President Barack Hussein Baskin-Robbins Obama. He assembles the ultra-liberal vegan deep state. Comey, Clapper, AOC, Rodman, Pippin. You better believe the Geek Squad is involved. Anyway, they all start spying on Donald Trump's cell phone. Who's the cell phone carrier? T-Mobile. What does the T stand for? Thunberg, as in Greta. Take your little sailboat back to Greenland, Greta. You're not doing voter fraud in this country ever again. Here's a question. Why are we even targeting Flynn? Because he did a little work in Turkey? Guess what? Millions of Americans every year do a little work in Turkey. It's called Thanksgiving. But there are still some mysteries that we deserve answers to. This was Barack Obama's White House. What was Joe Biden doing there? How is it possible that the former president and the former vice president were working together? That's illegal.
Wiretaps, FISA courts,
MLB home run derby.
You want a real quid pro quo? Check out Obama's 2014 Christmas card.
Art Basel. It's past time for Donald Trump to drain the swamp, folks, and everyone is in on it. The FBI, the CIA, the XFL, the PT Cruiser, the Will.I.am. Put it all together and what do you get?
I'd spell it out for you, but Fauci's probably listening.
Free-range birth control.
Spooky vampire masks. That's not suspicious to you?
Mega Man X. What about Mega Man Q? The storm is coming.
I am the storm.
Why is it called Earth if it's mostly water? Hope you can read Arabic, pal. If you still don't get it, listen to the president himself.
What crime exactly are you accusing President Obama of committing, and do you believe the Justice Department should prosecute him?
Obamagate.
Busted! It's obvious. You already know. Obamagate is Obamagate. So there you have it. That's Obamagate explained. Bye. Air Force One is a hologram.
Well, that's our show for tonight, but before we go, the COVID pandemic has taken a serious toll on many people's mental health. And here in the United States, the Disaster Distress Helpline is trying to address this crisis. They've got counselors who are trained to meet the mental needs of the situation, and if you're able to, and you would like to help them, then please donate whatever you can. And if you'd like to support New Yorkers who are in this crisis, then you can donate to NYC Well, who are providing free, confidential mental health support. Until next week, stay safe out there, wash your hands, and remember, coronavirus is just as afraid of you as you are of it. Where's that bears?